Okay, everyone, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. It is our sincere pleasure to have you here with us today. We are launching Kulcha Connect. We are so excited to share what it is that we have been working on with you and to share the amazing work of all of our creatives or creative entrepreneurs or our partners, and of course, to tell you about the various team members who have been working on this project and where it is that we are heading as far as this project is concerned. So it is my pleasure to announce that we are live. The app has launched, and you are here to witness what the great things that this app will be able to do. We're so happy to have you here with us. Now, in terms of what we'll be doing today, it's my pleasure to be your host today. We're going to be running through exactly what it is that the vision for the app is, but I'm going to be introducing you, of course, to the various persons who worked on making this project a reality. We will be hearing from our Executive Director, Andrea Dempster-Chung, about what the vision is for Kulcha Connect. Ramona McLean, our Content Administrator, will be telling us about all the various products and vendors that we have. And of course, one of the most important parts of the afternoon will be for you to actually see exactly how it is that this app works. We've been working on it for a while. We're very happy with what we have developed, and Norse Technologies, the entity that is responsible for that development, will be able to walk you through what the app is and what the website is. Then we will be inviting your questions, and that segment will be chaired by our stakeholder manager, Tavia Benjamin, and then we close. So we are, again, so excited to have you here with us. All right, now, in terms of what it is that we want to achieve as far as this session is concerned, why is it that we have convened this meeting? So we want to emphasize how important it is for us to be encouraging and promoting the sale of the creative output that we have across borders. So not just in Jamaica, but across the globe. We want to showcase the benefits of Kulcha Connect. Of course, there are many entities that have gone into supporting and into developing the app. So we want to update persons on exactly what it is that we have been up to. We are inviting collaboration. So yes, we know that there are a lot of stakeholders, there are lots of entities that are within this space, that we're sharing this space with a number of wonderful and productive organizations that are also interested in the same things that we're interested in. So we are inviting collaboration. We want to discuss how it is that we can partner with different entities as far as this app is concerned. And we want to invite potential suppliers to the app. So yes, we have amazing, incredible creatives, experiences that are currently listed on the site and on the app. But of course, we want to grow. And so we're interested in seeing how it is that we can get other persons to be listed. Now, in terms of how it is that this project has unfolding, Sarah Shabaka is the project's lead. Now, if you know Sarah, you know that she is a creative. So not only has she done this amazing work as far as developing Kulcha Connect, she is also a creative in her own right and has been a part of the Kingston creative family for a number of years. She's the director of Shabaka Design, which is a design studio. Through her firm, she would have worked on the design and the prototype of the Kulcha Connect. And she's also a lecturer at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. Now we have Ramona with us on the call, and Ramona will be speaking to you a little bit later. If you know Ramona, you know that Ramona is full of vibes. She is somebody that there are so many talents that Ramona has. And we're really happy to have her as part of the project team. She has been tasked with ensuring that the creative entrepreneurs, the vendors, as we call them, are properly onboarded, that their interests are served, that we grow the 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 portfolio of offerings that we have on the app. Ramona is the CEO and creative director of Lamona Designs and Variety Lamona Designs Lux. Now, Andrew Morgan is the tech person on the Kingston creative team, and he has been really supportive in terms of, it has been his job to ensure that this app develops in the right way with the right features. So he has worked very closely with the developers. Andrew is a tech enthusiast and forward-thinking innovator, and we're so happy to have him be a part of the Kulcha Connect development team. Now, Brendan is the person on the team who is responsible for marketing. Brendan is a professional who has over 12 years within the marketing and design industry, and it is his responsibility to promote the app through the various channels, and he promotes the app as well as the other the other revenue generating initiatives that Kingston Creative has. All right, now we move to the Norris team. Now we have on the team of developers Jermaine Henry, and Jermaine is the CEO of Norris Technologies. He is leading the team in terms of the development of the app and in terms of the development of the website. He heads up Norris Technologies as its CEO, and their mandate is really to support social impact organizations. So they have been a very important partner in the development of this app. We have on the call Kangwa Sambo, and Kangwa is the head of projects at Norris Technologies. He boasts an impressive career highlighted by achievements in project management and software development. So again, very happy to have Kangwa on the call and as a part of the team that is leading the development of the app. And finally, from Norris, we have Raheem Wilson. Sorry about that. Raheem Wilson he works as a junior engineer at Norris Technologies, and he will be the one who will be taking us through the paces. He will be the one who will be showing you all the interesting features of the web and the mobile, the website, the Kulcha Connect website, and the mobile app. So he's a recent graduate from the University of the West Indies, and he has been making his mark as far as Norris Technologies is concerned. Now, I am going to hand you over very shortly to Andrea Dempster-Chung. Of course, Andrea is the co-founder and executive director of Kingston Creative. She's an engineer. Her talents are limitless. She's also, of course, not just an engineer, she's also an artist in her own right. She has served on the boards of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, the National Land Agency, and the Public Health Committee, and currently serves on the board of the Jamaica Conservation and Development Trust, which manages a UNESCO World Heritage Site. She also serves on the Global Creative Economic Council and the Global Cultural Districts Network. So I will now hand over to Andrea, and Andrea will tell us about her vision of Kulcha Connect, why it is that we have embarked upon this path, and what it is that we are looking to achieve in the future.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm going to ask that I'm able to share screen. Tech support, if we can do that. And then I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what the plan is that we developed over the past 3 years for Kulcha Connect. So, Karen, if you can stop screen sharing, and then if someone can allow me to screen share. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. So while I get this up, there we go. Hopefully everyone is seeing. So our vision is on the cover slide. Kingston is a creative capital of the Caribbean, and this is why Kingston Creative does everything. I'm going to tell you about the two main strands of our work. We do people and we do place. And so in terms of placemaking or place management, as it's called, we're developing an art district in downtown Kingston. This is the most visible part of our work. We get artistic value from the murals and the educational value as people learn about their culture. We get social and community values, urban and environmental values, and of course, economic value from our tours, from the festivals, from the fact that artisans are able to come to downtown and monetize from their talent. So we really are developing downtown and revitalizing downtown, hopefully to create this vibrant art district where there is more safety, where there's better social impacts, cultural impacts, and economic impacts. But I figure everybody kind of knows about this aspect of our work because it's so visible. This part of the work that people don't really see is what we do in terms of entrepreneurship. And our goal here is to develop a healthy creative ecosystem. And this means ensuring that there's capital available to entrepreneurs, the right funding, ensuring that we're writing about, we have proper databases, that we're marketing and reaching the communities of creatives. So communication is what a healthy ecosystem needs. Ensuring that there are enough spaces for creatives. So, where do you have your festivals? Where do you hold your exhibitions? Where do you retail your creative products? And part of that is the Kulcha app where we're retailing online. We also look at having enough training programs, workshops, maker spaces, accelerators, incubators to ensure that our creatives have the right skills to take advantage of all the opportunities that exist around the globe. And then, of course, a healthy creative ecosystem needs innovation centers, hubs, and networks, people thinking about how to do this better. And then finally, artists need studio spaces, co-working spaces, offices for entrepreneurs. And this we are fulfilling by having the hub, the co-working hub downtown at 107 Harbor Street, with space where you can create digital content, do work, have a meeting, etc. So while developing a healthy creative ecosystem is something that Kingston Creative alone cannot take on, we are definitely pushing and working with our partners to ensure that we have this in place so that our creative entrepreneurs are in a good place. So a big part of this ecosystem has been the 3-year IDB Lab project that we've been running called Createch, which is looking at what happens at the intersection of creativity and technology, right? What happens when you put on NFTs, AI, augmented reality, when you have e-commerce platforms? What happens when our super talented Jamaican creatives get the technology to drive their ideas forward? And so in this Createch program, which Karen herself has been leading, there's different programs that are on the screen. You can see accelerator programs. We're currently running one called the Global Accelerator. Incubator programs for your businesses that are just starting out. Hackathons, where you bring together creatives and techies. The Culture Summit, where we bring together all the different stakeholders and allow people to coalesce around a single vision. Pitch competitions. And this year in November will be our 4th annual pitch competition just for creatives, making sure that capital gets into the space and into the hands of the entrepreneurs who are doing things. Regional databases, so you can find a creative in Grenada to collaborate with or in Trinidad very easily on the Caribbean Creative Network. We host networking meetups. We give travel grants. We've sent creatives all over the world, from Germany to Colombia, Haiti, you name it. And B2B meetings. This is making sure that creatives can get in the room with people who can invest in their business, advise them on their business, purchase their business. So making sure they get these access to investors and venture capitalists. And then last but not least, a big piece of work that came out of the IDB Createch program was the Culture Connect app. And that's what we're here to discuss today. And I really want to just give you a couple slides. I'm not going to steal any of Norris's thunder, but I'm just going to give a couple of slides on what our vision for this is. Like, what's the future forecast look like for this app? So right now, if you are listening on YouTube, or if you're, in the meeting and you haven't downloaded it, this is just the plug to let you know that you could immediately download the Culture Connect app from any of these platforms. And then I want to tell you a little bit about the journey. Like, why did we think that this was so important? We wanted to address the lack of market access tools for artists and entrepreneurs. Jamaica is a tiny island, and we understand very well that, you cannot build wealth just marketing to Jamaicans. We're just 3 million people, and so it's very, very important that our artists and creatives have access to cross-border sales. We also wanted to serve the needs of tourism-focused businesses from the downtown area. There's so much cultural richness inside downtown. However, it's like the best kept secret. If you don't know, you don't know. And so visitors come to our island and miss going to some of these wonderful spots. So the app actually lets us pinpoint on a map where the cultural and heritage spots are in downtown Kingston. It also gives some new digital technologies to the market, and it adds economic and social value to cultural assets, meaning that you can actually book a tour to Culture Yard. You can book a tour of the art district. And so you can also look at the live events happening. So it adds that economic value. The app has about three different components. There's the immersive map, and which is where you can navigate, discover, you can be entertained, and this is a mobile kind of version. The next one is where the next layer is the frictionless and borderless transactions. So this is where we allow people to pay without taking cash out of their pocket, and this is something that we're going to ramp up in the future. And the third layer is where this app is how it's managed, who owns it, how are decisions made about this app. And so the vision is that this becomes a cooperative e-commerce platform where it's co-owned and co-governed by the creatives themselves. So those three strategic pillars, I'm just going to kind of drill down a little bit more. Strategic pillar one is having a really immersive digital experience. So this is where you can see here, hi, Miko, I have some questions. If you say that you like curry, it will prompt you to say, hey, Moby Dick is just around the corner. So having your own little AI concierge for when you're walking down a district. You can see that these things already exist. You can see that we can add on where it will just prompt you and overlay on your own camera, overlay where different points of interest are as you walk through. We have already added augmented reality. So for murals that in the art district that have AR, you're able to use the Culture Connect app to view the augmented reality on it. And in the future, we can layer on even more immersive experiences where you can look at an empty lane and you can see what used to happen. Oh, that's where Lee Scratch Perry used to have his studio. And you can actually have a video playing over the site of memory of where something cultural of interest used to be. In terms of strategic pillar two, this is where we really need to move to digital wallets. Jamaica is a tourism destination. People come here from all over the world, and we need to get to the point where they can tap their phone and have really frictionless transactions, even if they're in the market, right? So if you're in Coronation and you want to buy something, you should be able to do that. If you're in the craft market, you should be able to do that. If you come to the Kingston Art Walk, you should also be able to just pay in a frictionless way. And we believe that the app in its future iterations will be able to facilitate a lot of this kind of contactless payment. And then the third pillar is this consolidated presence, right? So we understand very well when we look at the profile of our creative entrepreneurs in Jamaica and in Kingston in particular, and in the downtown communities in particular, not everyone can afford to build their own e-commerce site. It would be great if they did, but they're not able to. And so this is a real need, having a shared platform where, everyone can share these resources. We also feel that this serves the local businesses, the creators. It makes sure that everyone can have access to an online presence. And, in terms of the governance, we also believe that, just as Kingston Creative started as a movement where the volunteers told us exactly what they needed, and even now our community, our downtown community tells us which direction they want this to go, we believe that the app should work in a similar fashion where creators themselves are ensuring that the app is meeting their needs as they change and evolve, right? So we want to be able to create value through the app for the creative community and ensure that, the experience remains authentic and remains true to serving the needs of these creatives. So through the Culture Connect app, we feel like it's the most important piece of work that we've done in the 3 years in this IDB program. We definitely feel like we've created some value in terms of being able to boost trade. We've seen some sales coming in from overseas for our, local creatives that are on the app, and it's very exciting to see it actually working. We are seeing a lot of women business owners on the app as a percentage. We're feeling like it gives different creative entrepreneurs a lot more visibility. It also gives the visitor access to authentic experiences. The pins on this map designate places where, real things are happening and, they're not bothered about marketing internationally or being part of some global marketing process, but they're doing things and providing authentic Jamaican experiences. And we're able to highlight that for people and invite them in. Overall and long term, apps like these boost orange economy growth. You're not just circulating the money within Jamaica, you are actually bringing in foreign direct investment, which is so, so important through the tours, through the bookings, through the sales of the products. It also diversifies our cultural tourism product in Jamaica. Jamaica is known for sun, sea, and sand. Hopefully now it's known for cultural experiences, cultural places, cultural goods, cultural services. So we're trying to make downtown into this cultural destination, so not a resort destination, but an urban cultural experience. And we feel like the app is very scalable. I mean, right now we have X amount on the app, but there's no reason it can't be 100X. So we really feel that we built a platform that can grow with us as we grow. And so I just wanted to invite everyone to, take in the presentation and listen out for how you can partner with us. Absolutely feel free to reach out. It's Andrea at kingstoncreative.org. We are very, very interested in working with new partners as we bring on the second and the third strategic pillars of this app and as we grow it in the future. So thanks very much for listening and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Andrea. That was wonderful. There will be an opportunity for persons to ask questions a little bit later on in the program. So what we're going to do now is I am going to invite Ramona to give her presentation on the vendors and the various products that we have. So let me just share my screen again.
Okay, so we'll be using your screen, correct? All right, awesome.
Right. Take it away, Ramona.
Okay, so welcome again, everyone, on Zoom and also on YouTube, wherever you are. We're super excited about this awesome product that Kingston Creative has developed. So as you know, we have stated, Andrea stated in her presentation, this app creates an opportunity for local entrepreneurs to be able to showcase their best work online through locally crafted items. They're usually authentic, locally made, so it has that, authentic value to it. The creative products that we have on the app currently include categories such as fashion, fine art, craft, literature, culinary, skincare. So if you go onto the app, that's www.kulchaconnect.com, you'll be able to see this beautiful display of items that are there. Of course, other than products, we do have a section for tours where you can be able to book tours on the app. We have several with different names, such as Autumn. We have the gallery tours that are coming up, and so many great things. You can also have awesome experiences. For example, persons that they don't know where to go, they want something to do. Where in Jamaica can I go and have a wonderful time, or see a beautiful exhibition at a gallery, learn about something that is truly Jamaican. You can also find that on the app as well. Also, we are in the process of populating our categories such as music and classes. So persons, if they design candles and have classes or do makeup, things like that, we're open to looking into those things to populate those areas. But for right now, what you will see are the tours, experiences, the immersive app, and these awesome products that are there. All right, next slide. Oh, the next slide, please. Yes. Um, There we go. So just showcasing some of the products that we have on our app. This is Mel Sticky Jam. Now, let me tell you, these flavors are truly Jamaican and it is so tasty. Yes, I've tried them myself and you should all try it too. Maybe you have already tried them, but it's available on the app, so you can definitely check it out. I will drop the link there in a bit. We also have, this is from our culinary section, by the way. So we have people that, we have vendors that do spices, really tasty treats. Here we have Grace Upon Grace Scents. So she does fragrant candles. This looks like the cafe latte. Very, very awesome. This is actually one of the products that persons have a favorite for. You can use it as gifts. The possibilities are endless with this particular product. Next slide. Okay, here we have Lyrics Lather. Now, I should mention that this product got the honorable mention at the JMEA Expo as the best new product. It's specifically designed for babies or persons that have sensitive skin. So, skincare products, we are all into the wellness and health. So this is an excellent product for you to use. Here we have Trenchtown Ceramics. So this person is just an amazing vendor. They also have an outreach in the community. And part of our mandate is reaching persons in the downtown community as well to fulfill our mission in ensuring that Kingston is a creative city. And we don't want anyone to be left out. We always do our best to be as inclusive as possible. And so Trenchtown Ceramic gets a lot of traction, in terms of sculpting and doing classes, teaching children and persons who want to know how to, do sculptures and art using clay and wood. So this is one of our good products on the list and a favorite from our overseas customers. Here we have Bernard Hoyes, one of his paintings that's also available on the app. Now, if you have been to one of the Kingston Creatives Art Walk or just been downtown, that very first mural that you see, Celebration, was done by this artist, Bernard Stanley Hoyes. So it's a really big deal. He's a great entrepreneur and he is just awesome with sharing a wealth of knowledge with the world. Here you can see that we have some of our vendors. That's Sean Henry, Wigs by Gray, Judith Salmon, Marcia Adams, Beauty Lies Within. So we have a great eclectic mix of creative entrepreneurs, from sculptors to artists to candle makers to jewelry makers, you name it. We have amazing person. Each one of them has an awesome story. We can hopefully share it in the future as we build our Kulcha Connect brand, but everyone has an amazing story and these products are extremely awesome. You should definitely check it out. So we also welcome, more persons, more creatives to be on board on this amazing platform. To sign up, you can email me at ramona@kingstoncreative.org. It's pretty simple consultation, a simple contract. Of course, there are steps that we go through along the journey, but I will also drop the link in the chat as well so that you can sign up. So everyone, when you get the chance, download Kulcha Connect on Android and iOS, or you can also visit the website at kulchaconnect.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Ramona. Really appreciate that. So as Ramona has said, and as I will underscore, we have a really awesome lineup of creative, locally unique items on Kulcha Connect. And or creatives, the people who are behind all these items are really amazing, really, really innovative. And so we're very happy to have them be listed on the app. And of course, we're looking for more of the same, meaning not the same items, but we're looking for the same level of creativity and excitement and Jamaicanness to add to our listing on the Kulcha Connect app. All right, so I am going to now hand over to the Norris team, and Norris will walk us through exactly what the app is about, the various features. It's important to note that this, of course, is a Jamaican firm. It was very important for us to use a Jamaican technology firm in the development of this app to showcase Jamaican creativity. So Norris Technologies has been a solid partner in the development, and they provide design, software development, and product management support services. Interesting is that they focus on nonprofits, social enterprise, and impact-driven startups. So just like Kingston Creative, this is an organization that's very interested in supporting impact, in seeing businesses thrive. So they help organizations to use technology to drive impact, to manage resources, and to increase efficiency. So I'm going to hand over to Rahim and Kangwa of the Norris team for them to show us exactly what it is that they have created.
Thank you, Karen. So I'll just go ahead and share my phone screen as I'll be walking you through the mobile app. And you can just let me know when you are seeing.
I'm seeing it.
Thank you. So now I'll just go ahead and open the app, which is Kulcha Connect here. I'll just click in. And once that loads, then presents me with a home screen, which allows me to do several things, of which firstly, I will show how to book a tour. So if I should go to tours, here I'm presented with different categories for tours, such as art museums and galleries, food tours, music, culture, shopping, and street art. If I should click on any of these categories, then I'm presented with the different tours. Feel the rhythm, culture part, out of many here. Now just go ahead and click on out of many. Once I'm here, then I'm able to view dates for these tours, as well as information. I'm also able to view the price for these tours in different currencies, and this appeals to overseas customers, international customers, such as Canadians, Americans, other Caribbeans. I'll go here, I'll just go back. And also, we would have had an exciting feature, which is viewing the artwork in the art district downtown. And so if I click on this use AR, I'm able to view tours that has the AR feature. And so Automini is one such tour. And if I should just click here, then I'll be able to select whichever image I'm going to be viewing the AR for. And once I allow my camera to view, once it loads, then I'll be able to view the AR piece. And then it plays. I'm sure you're seeing on my screen. And once that plays, then you can remove that. And we are back to the home screen. Now here on the home screen, we are able to view tickets that we have purchased and view our calendar. I don't have any tickets purchased, sadly, but also I'll be able to view my calendar and any purchased tickets there are. We're also able to view upcoming events. And so, for instance, on December 24th, we'll have the Afro Soca Jam event. And so if I click on the Afro Soca Jam, then I'll be able to view details for this event via Eventbrite, and there I can make my reservation. I'll just go ahead and click off this. I'll also be able to view cultural landmarks in Kingston area. And so as said before, if I am in Kingston and I want a food spot, then I'll be able to select the food category. I'll be able to select the marker and to view details for these food places. We can also do this for other categories such as hotels and accommodation. We have the Rock Hotel in Kingston, music, shopping, heritage and architecture, museums, art and gallery, parking for when we have tours, or in street art. And so you can click on each tab to view more details about the landmarks. And that's it for the maps feature. We also would have included the e-commerce store. And so persons are able to shop from within the app, and you're able to view products displayed by the team, and these are products for our vendors. And so you have shirts, arts, artifacts, and many more. Also, we'd have included the currency switcher here to allow persons to always view the prices for these products in different currencies. And this would be it for the mobile app. And just let me stop share for a second. Switch our focus to the website. A part of the Culture Connect project was to develop a e-commerce store online that would allow persons to make purchases through the web. And so here on the website, once you have arrived to the website, then you are presented with a landing page that shows new arrivals of any products on the platform, events, the map or tours, and also links to downloading the application on your mobile phones. We also do encourage you to join our newsletter to get any updates, read the Culture Connect app, and happenings in the community. And if I should just scroll back to the top, then we're also able to make purchases through the website. And so if I should just click on this quick buy, then I'll be able to view the product, any customer reviews, the category, also to share, view the images for the product. I'll get a beautiful description and other related products. And once this is through, then I'm able to add it to my cart. Once I do add it to my cart, then I'm able to go to my cart. I'll view my cart. I will be able to apply any coupons necessary, any discounts that will be given. I'll do a local pickup here. And then I'll be able to check out. As said before, we do give the user the option of changing currency to see what exactly it is in their country, such as US dollars, Canadian dollars, and Caribbean dollars. So what I'll go ahead and do is to accept the agreement and place my order. Once that happens, then I'll be able to enter my card details and my purchase would be successful. Here as well, we are able to view events as before. And so I can go here, I can explore all the events that there are, and also to book them via Eventbrite. So if I should click on the event, you can also book through the website as there are no spaces for this event, but for other events, then I'll able to book them through the website. We also feature the map here. And so if I click on map, it's as if I'm having a bit of internet issues here. Give me a second. So here, viewing the map, we have all the categories such as shopping, heritage and culture, museums, art and galleries, theater and dance, parking, etc. And so if I do click on either of those filters, then I'm able to bring up the information for those cultural landmarks. So here we have a theater and dance academy in Ligoni. There's a fire dance studio here. And so I'm able to use this map to view different cultural landmarks in and around Kingston. And that is it for the Culture Connect website and the mobile app. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much to the Norris team, to Raheem for taking us through the features, the benefits, well, the features really of the app and the website. And just as a reminder, I believe it was put in the chat, the website is cultureconnect.com, so you can go there yourselves and explore, as well as you can download the app in the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. So I'm expecting, if you haven't done so already, that this is something that you will do after this session. Now, I am going to hand over to Tavia Benjamin, but first let me tell you a little bit about the wonderful Tavia. So I'm going to share my screen. One second. There we go. All right, so just to say that, of course, Tavia is an important part of the Kingston Creative team. She works as a stakeholder manager at Kingston Creative. She leads stakeholder engagement initiatives that strengthen relationships between the private and public sector organizations and the creative community. Her portfolio focuses on programs that support the revitalization of downtown Kingston and strengthening the creative and cultural industries in Jamaica. Now, Tavia is going to be acting as host for this segment of our launch. She's going to be fielding questions. So we have spoken quite a bit. At this point in time, we invite questions. So if there's anything that you have to ask, that you're curious about, that's in the back of your mind, now is the opportunity. So I'm going to hand over to Tavia. Tavia, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Karen, and thanks to the rest of the team for sharing this app with us, how it works, the different reasons why it was important for us to have this app as well. And thank you to all of you who have joined us to learn more about it. Those who are already on the app, thank you for the trust and the support. And I'm seeing in the chat, I'm seeing the good comments. I see Maurice is saying this is absolutely wonderful. Pauline is also saying that she loves it. I invite both of you, if you'd like, if there are any questions that you have about possibly how this app works, if there are any other questions that you have in mind that we'd love to share with you, feel free and I'll field it to any one of our team members here. If you have questions about how to be a part of it, if you're a vendor, if you have questions about how to use it specifically as a consumer, any of those questions, you can feel free to just let us know and I'll have a team member respond to you. So feel free to either raise your hand or you can drop your questions in the chat and I can read them for you if you'd like. Or you can open mic and speak to us as well. So don't be too shy. I know you all we're listening into all the things that we were saying here. So feel free to let me know. Okay, so I see Donna has a question. She's raised her hand. So if tech support could assist us in unmuting Donna, there you go. Feel free to share your question with us.
Thank you
Welcome
so
again.
much. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me well?
Perfectly.
Okay, great, thanks. So first of all, I just want to say thanks to Culture Connect through Kingston Creative for affording this opportunity for artisans, vendors like ourselves to be able to have this opportunity. I myself also have a website, but of course you can't have too many channels to expose your products to it. So this was one additional opportunity for me. So I just want to say thanks. So Ramona is very, very familiar with me and perhaps some other person online because having gone through the app and the website, also having my products recently uploaded, I had some feedback in terms of mostly what I would refer to as improvements to the platform in terms of making it a little bit more seamless. But I won't go into those the issues that I had raised. I just wanted to understand and to say one, congrats, and number two, to understand based on in terms of the capacity and the capability. Yes, our website is almost endless, but in terms of the capacity and the capability of the website, are there any particular restrictions, etc., in terms of what it is a particular vendor or vendors might request that may not be able to be, how can I say, they may not be a yes to? So that's one of the questions that I have inquired that I had in terms of the capacity and capability, in terms of features on the website. Are there any limitations, so to speak?
Before I throw that our team members, I want to first off say thank you, Donna, for being so open and sharing your feedback with us. And also congratulations on expanding your audience by being a part of Culture Connect. And while I throw to one of our team members, I'd also like you to think about maybe if there's a particular feature that you have in mind that you'd want to ask, if that's possible. And I think we could also respond in that line as well. But in the meantime, if there's any team member who'd like to take the question, or we could throw to either Karen, Ramona.
So I
Should I
think
go? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think your instinct is good, Tavia. I would love to understand if there is something that is not there that you are looking for, Donna, that we perhaps can address. Could we get a little bit more clarity on that?
Okay, sure, but all right, so perhaps Ramona could probably come in. Again, there are a number of things. So for example, for me, one of the critical thing was the navigation in terms of the website. So let's just say, for example, on the homepage of the website, you have two sections for new arrivals. My feedback was you only need one. And when you click on one of them or both of them, it takes you to a particular page that for me was not aesthetically pleasing. It was a little bit, so I don't want to necessarily go into all of it because I'm going to assume that Ramona would have passed it on to the relevant stakeholders, but it's something like that. So for example, my products are t-shirts for which I have varying colors, some of the designs. And when you go on that in some particular products, t-shirts, when you click on the different colors, they're not coming up, they're not matching back. So it's some of those what I would call navigation technicalities. And so perhaps because of the nature of what I do and the requests that I have, maybe it may not be something that was initially thought of, I don't know. And so I'm just throwing that out in terms of the expectations of the vendors when we come with a particular product. If there are capabilities, yes. And if it is that, my question really should be, If it is that there is something that was not there before, and it is we are requesting, or I am requesting something to be done, is there particular, again, no, it depends on what it is, the timeline, etc., to get it done. Because I'm a marketer myself, and one of the things for me is image is everything, and how you present your products or your services goes a far way in conversion. And so for me, when I go on the website and I'm looking at the products there from an observer, from a user point of view, not from my point of view, it's not coming together the way how I would want my products to come together on the site in terms of the user navigation,
And interface and how it navigates.
their experience. Because at the end of it all, as we know, experience matters a lot. And so if you make it a little bit more difficult for persons to be able to get to buying your product, they're going to be a bit turned off. And so that would not be the first impression that I would want for my products. So
Completely understand. So you want to know essentially if there are specific features like for your shirt where you'd want maybe the colors to change or different things. If you request that, if it's possible for those changes to be made, if they were not there before.
Right. So I do think that is possible, because as I said, it's a website. And so these requests, I would think, I have found are minimal.
Okay.
But I just wanted to understand in terms of, when these requests come in, how long does it take to get done, that kind of thing, because the longer it takes is also going to be another factor in terms of when persons come on. And then that's just one part into the technical website. In terms of the other thing is the marketing. What kind of marketing activities? Again, no one can buy something if they do not know it exists. And so I do follow Culture Connect, and so I've seen, I think, one or two new products, but I haven't seen anything really on the Culture Connect that person will say, hey, new arrival, new is in, coming soon, stuff like that, that would alert persons. And so maybe I'm speaking out of turn, and perhaps another question would be, what are the marketing activities that are being done to make persons aware of it? Because none of my shirts have been sold, and I don't know what exactly has been done to make persons aware of what exactly are the products and services on Culture Connect.
Donna, we love this. We love that you're so open. You're telling us everything that you need, and what your feedback will do is also help other vendors who may not have even thought of some of these things. And so I'm going to throw to Karen, who was giving a response as to some of the things you mentioned, but feel free to please continuously send us this kind of feedback, because it's very important for us to understand how you are connecting with the app, and even your own customers are connecting with the app. So thank you so much, and please continue to share that with us.
All right, thanks, Tavia, and thanks, Donna, for your feedback. Very important. Certainly, if it is that there is something in the listing of your product that is incorrect or doesn't put it at an advantage in terms of the color, just how the specifics of your wares are displayed, then that's something that we will work to fix. So that to me seems like a very easy yes to give. I think some of the issues that you mentioned in terms of the navigation and so on, we would need to have some discussions with the developer, just in terms of how that could be addressed. But the feedback is really good. And so this is something that we will have discussions on and come back to you in terms of what changes can be made and what changes cannot be made. As it relates, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to jump in that yes, so Donna has definitely communicated, and she gives awesome feedback, as someone that does marketing herself. So we're always open to that. In everything, it's a process. It does take time. So as you had mentioned, some issues may be, some challenges or barriers may be something that developers could help with, or tech or IT persons. And, we always welcome the feedback. And if there's been any delay, we do apologize, and we're definitely working on it. Rest assured, we hear you, and we'll definitely work it out.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ramona. I must say that Ramona has been a godsend, and she has always been trying to ensure that things. She check up and say, "How are you doing?" etc. So, overall, Kingston Creative, I must say, when it comes to service, you guys know the meaning of excellence, and really, you probably should give some tips to the corporate world on how to have to do customer service. But you guys are very, very excellent in terms of that. And in terms of making us feel as a part of a family, that's awesome. I really, I've been just telling everybody about Kingston Creek. You haven't just discovered it 2 months ago. And I'm saying, guys, where have they been? How we have hidden treasure. Keep up the good work. You guys are really, really awesome.
We really appreciate that, Donna. Thank you so much for the feedback. And thank you, team, for addressing that. I see you have your hand up as well, Maurice. But before I go to you, I just wanted to acknowledge Pauline, who had to jump off the call. And thank you so much for your kind words and for being open to sharing the app with your family and friends. And for those of you who are here, I just want to also encourage you to share with others, as Donna also mentioned just now, that they can either be a vendor, they can be a consumer, they can check it out, they can book a tour, etc., so that they can benefit from this great e-commerce platform that has been developed as well. Maurice, we're excited to hear what your thoughts and questions are. We throw to you, so please share with us.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much for what you all have created. I was born in Jamaica, raised in Jamaica for 9 years now. I'm currently living in the States, but I love what you guys are doing, so I want to follow along and be a part of it as much as possible. I have a few suggestions and questions. My first suggestion is this. You have created something that is very fascinating, something that I believe will not just benefit Jamaica, Kingston and Jamaica, but actually the whole world. I currently live right now in a tourist destination. It's called Moab, Utah. And so people come from all around the world to Moab, Utah, a small town. And what you have created is something that I would love to have here. You know, you have one platform where people could purchase tours, get tours, purchase souvenirs that's made by locals, get information about what's happening in town. You have created something that I believe could be used all around the world. A few suggestions. You guys could connect with Airbnb, meaning you could have created something that they might end up acquiring, hopefully not acquiring where you guys lose out, but partnership in a way. You have created something that just literally could work with economic development, connect with the economic development department in Jamaica, the tourism development. I'm sure you guys are doing this already, but you have something that I would love to see here in Moab. One shop where you could get everything. I have another quick question. Vendor, even though I'm in the States, I have some services that I'd love to provide to Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I would love to be able to go there every month. I love it so much. And so could a person who's in another country become a vendor? I'll go through whatever vetting process you have, but please let me know. I think those are the questions. Oh, yes, another big one. The domain name Jamaica.com, someone is trying to sell it, and they just have it as reach out to the person who owns it and just have them say, hey, could we have your app as the landing page for their domain name? If people that are going to be searching for Jamaica.com, the site comes up. If that site gets sold, partner with them where it's basically going to be leading people to Culture Connect, because Jamaica.com is just leading to that it's being for sale. I'm surprised no one hasn't bought it yet, but that's Jamaica.com. That's another suggestion. And if any more, I'll just share in an email. But again, I love what you guys have created. You've created something very fascinating. It's something that every tourist destination could use. Tourism, events, a map, shopping, vendors. That is awesome what you guys have created. So again, thank you for what you're doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Thank you so much for that feedback. It was so expansive. We really appreciate the different ideas. I see Karen over there scribbling her life away on all the questions and thoughts that you have shared there, Marie. So thank you so much. And I'm sure that I'm going to hand over to Karen or Ramona in a few to answer some of your questions. But the email address that you can send other feedback and ideas to has been dropped in the chat, info@kingstoncreative.org. feel free to send us an email there. Let us know all the thoughts that you have in mind, and we can speak about how collaboration can happen. But at this time, I'll throw to Karen or Ramona to answer some of your questions, maybe specifically the one about whether an international vendor can be on the app, or any others that you'd want to speak to.
All right, I'm gonna go and then I will allow Ramona to come in. So thank you very much, Maurice, for everything that you've said, for your interest. We really do appreciate it. As it relates to collaborations, yes, we are entirely open to collaborations that will help us to grow the app, to expand the reach so that creatives, Jamaican creatives can benefit and will be able to earn revenue from their creativity, that locations in Jamaica will get, the spotlight that they deserve. We have so many partners, so many donors that we are very grateful for. And of course, one of our major partners has been the Tourism Enhancement Fund. So we have been in this, they have really provided great support to this project and to other projects that Kingston Creative has rolled out. So that is, I just wanted everyone to be aware of the fact that we are getting support locally from tourism players. Now, as it relates to international persons selling on the app. So the app is meant to benefit Jamaican creativity. We can talk about exactly what it is that you provide, what your creative output is, in what way it would be enhancing Jamaica, so to speak. Is it using Jamaican products? Are suppliers located in Jamaica? Is it showcasing anything about Jamaica? So we could have a conversation about that, because in truth and in fact, we have at least one supplier that has an item on the app. Person is not based in Jamaica, but the product is as Jamaican as it can get. And so we would be willing to have a conversation with you, but it's with the understanding that it's really meant to focus on Jamaican creativity, to ensure that Jamaican creatives and local suppliers get the benefit of the global market. Of course, we want to talk to you about exactly how that can happen with your connections overseas. And I know Ramona, because I know her mind is already ticking over in terms of some possibilities. See? So Ramona, please add now to what I have said.
Yes, so absolutely. We're always open to collaboration in promoting brand Jamaica and authentic locally made products. In terms of the app, it is, as Karen says, definitely to give Jamaican entrepreneurs the ability to showcase to the diaspora. However, we do have some of them that frequently reside overseas, and so we do collaboration. So if it's a case where it entails like hosting or some sort of partnership in terms of a particular project, or displaying certain information in terms of like a news feed or authentic products that can be sourced here, the possibilities are endless, but we're always open to discussion. For right now, it's authentic locally Jamaican made products, but the possibilities are endless, and we can communicate on that further. So just send us an email. As Andrea said, it's in the chat, and yeah, we can definitely start something beautiful. Or expand on what we have.
Thank you so much, Karen and Ramona. And if there are any others who have just joined us, or we'd love to highlight that this is an option for you to ask any questions you have about the Kulcha Connect app, whether you are a vendor, whether you're somebody who has used it as a consumer, whether you're just interested in the development of the cultural industries and this e-commerce platform that we have created. We welcome you to share your thoughts with us, to share your questions as well. Thank you so much, Maurice, for your feedback. And for those of you who would like to share any detailed feedback with us, our email address is info@kingstoncreative.org. We thank you so much for your very open, candid feedback, because that will allow us to improve the experience that we offer to you. So we're extending it to anyone who has any questions, any thoughts. If you don't want to open your microphone, I can be your speaker for today. Feel free to drop it in the chat and I'll read it for you and field it to a team member who can support you with any responses that you may have. So we invite you, please share any thoughts in the chat or any questions that you may have. There we go. So Charles wants to know if there will be any added promo for the Christmas season. I feel like this may be a Ramona question. If I'm correct, Ramona, you can respond. If not, you can field it to the relevant team member.
Yes, as a matter of fact, thanks for that question, Charles. We actually have been communicating with our marketing team to post some holiday promotions for this season, in addition to Black Friday and other things that we have planning. So just stay tuned. We will definitely update you on that. If Brendan has anything to add, or marketing, or Andrea, Karen, the floor is yours. But we definitely, yes, plan to have some exciting things for the season.
Thank you so much, Ramona. And Charles, if there are any thoughts you have around what you would like to see as well, we are open to your thoughts and your feedback as the team works on those specific updates. Oh, I see you have your hand raised. Please feel free to let us know your thoughts.
Hi, guys. Just chiming in here. I wasn't able to speak before. But yeah, thanks for the presentation and the questions and the comments. Yeah, the question about Christmas promotion, like if an artist wanted to do a promotion about, their products, how is that something that would be possible on the site or not? And if so, how would you go about advertising that on the site itself? Like the other person had mentioned, sorry, I've forgotten her name. Like I heard it in passing because I'm kind of multitasking right now. But it was basically saying like, where does the consumer see, like, if there's a coming now or up next or new item, like, to have that promoted, like like a flashing thing, something just eye-catching on the site that people would know that there's a specific promotion happening. And if each artist wanted to do something, how would we address that?
I see where you're responding in the chat to that comment. Well, thanks for your question, Charles. But Ramona, I think it would be good if you could share with other friends here, how we go about making those promotions or making people aware of those promotions. And before you answer, Charles, were you also asking if you said if there were collaborations, did you mean between vendors if they wanted to do something together? Could you clarify that part? Or is it?
It could be like what came to mind was that like supposing you wanted to do like a promo to say like a Christmas glad bag or a grab bag rather. I mean, you'd be glad to get a grab bag, but maybe artists could come together and put together like a special package that customers pay, and like it's kind of like a surprise. Like that was just something that came together as a promotion. Like it would be a special offering. Maybe 2 or 3 vendors could come together to put together something. So, if somebody, as you say, like Mel Sticky Jam, if I was to put a mug in there or earrings and somebody else puts, some other thing, maybe you could collab and do like, like do like a Jamaican slang, like, how we have 3 the hard way, you know what I mean? Like you'd have something like that, like some kind of promotion like that. Maybe those are just some of the things that are coming to mind.
Okay, so first, thanks for your question. And second, thanks for your great idea as well in our promotion. So Ramona, I think I'm handing over to you to respond.
Thanks, Davia, and excellent suggestion, Charles. As a matter of fact, we were discussing with marketing of having a collaborative gift box, just as you've described, for the holiday season. So that's something that we endorse 100%. If we do have like events, pop-up events, we're open to cross collaborating. Even on your social, if you have something, you can always tag us, that we can repost. And we're definitely open for collaborating, cross promotion, and even between vendors, we can definitely create this sort of culture box feel to it. So yes, Charles, that's definitely in the mix, and you can always message me from time to time. What I do, because we do have a vendor group, I would shout out to anyone and say, hey, do you have any products that you want to offer for a special or for a particular event? Or you can share your special moments with us, just so that we can work on that and bring it to life. So yes, we definitely are open to that, and we will communicate. As a matter of fact, let me just mention that Charles is also an amazing artist, one of our muralists. So that lovely mural that you see, Sister, oh yes, and Ubuntu with the rainbows falling and the baby, beautiful works of art. So we just want to, commend Charles on the excellent work that she's doing. And she's also into repurposing art, so things that people normally throw away and discard, she tries to save the environment by creating beautiful products, earrings, jewelry, utilizing, authentic fabric, African fabric, and, things that people normally discard. So Charles, keep up the good work. And she's also an amazing vendor on Kulcha Connect as well. So look for Charles Baker. You'll see her lovely products. Shop, shop, shop.
Thanks, Ramona. Oh, too sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ramona, for answering that question and for that positive promo plug. We really appreciate it. All right. So, I mean, it's been good to hear all the good questions that you all have shared with us, the thoughts, the comments, the feedback. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing with us and for all your questions. Again, if there's anything else that you'd like to share with us about how the app works, how it works for you as a vendor, just general feedback looking in from the outside as a user, as someone who appreciates Jamaican culture, we invite your feedback. Please share it with us, info@kingstoncreative.org. And if you have any information about, or if you'd like information about how to become a vendor, you can feel free to reach out to Ramona. That's Ramona@kingstoncreative.org. And she'll be happy to share with you how you can sign up, how you can navigate the app, and what you need to do to get your products out there. So thank you so much for joining us today, for listening to the presentation, and for being such warm company as we continue to develop and improve this app. So at this point, I'll hand over to Karen for her to, Ramona, you have another thought, please.
Yeah, before Karen comes in, I just want to say that we've done this for T Positive as well. So she had a giveaway and it was very excellent. You should check her. Listen, you need to check out T Positive. Those words will uplift your spirits. I mean, if you're having a bad, trust me, get one of those shirts. Trust me, you will just be uplifted. As the word says, T Positive. So you're all amazing and we have great products that are there. So check it out and let us know your experience as a vendor or someone that's, checking it out or testing it for the first time. We're open, and thanks again, everyone.
Ramona with the plugs. Thank you so much for your energy, Ramona. And just for your great service to our vendors and to all of us. We really appreciate it. And thank you again to everybody who has been here and has been sharing openly with us. We really appreciate you. You are what makes this app work and what makes everything that we do work. So we appreciate you being here and sharing with us. Karen, I hand over to you to close us out.
All right, and that's the perfect tone, because what I'm going to do now, this is probably the greatest job, is to give thanks. So we have a long list of people that we have to thank for having gotten us to where we are right now. The first set of people that I'd like to thank are our sponsors and donors. So we have received funding from major entities that have seen the vision of what Kulcha Connect is about. And these are IDB Lab, and IDB Lab is the innovation arm of the Inter-American Development Bank. We've received funding from the Development Bank of Jamaica. So Pauline, I think you're on the call. Big up yourself, big up Development Bank of Jamaica. And of course, the Tourism Enhancement Fund. So as I mentioned to Maurice, we have been collaborating with tourism players within Jamaica. So those entities have been responsible for the funding for the Culture Connect development, and we are extremely grateful. Thank you. All right, so of course, I have to big up the creatives and the culture workers, especially those who came on board in the very, very beginning. It's been a bit of a road. We've been at it for a while, but we're so happy that we have arrived where we are. And we want to thank all of you creatives, all of you cultural workers, people who have seen what it is that the Culture Connect can do and have stuck it out with us, so to speak, and continue to provide us with the support as we build on what it is that we have created thus far. So thank you so much for being a part of Culture Connect. Of course, we have to thank the developers. So we have Kangwa and Rahim on the call. Jermaine is not here, but we know that this has been, as with all tech development projects, it's been interesting, and we are really grateful that they also have seen the vision and that they have been so supportive and so understanding of everything that we have been trying to build. And they have gone above and beyond. So we're really grateful to them. Thank you, Norris Technologies, for the work that you have done on Culture Connect. Of course, we have to thank the Kingston Creative team. Now, this is an awesome team. I mean, you've heard just from one person today directly on Culture Connect, because of course we have a number of team members for Kingston Creative in this meeting, but you've heard from Ramona, and you know Ramona is the vibes master. So this has been a really, really wonderful team, and they have done a lot of good work. So specifically, I want to thank Sarah, Ramona, Andrew, Brendan for the work that they have done as far as Culture Connect. And of course, the team is executing the vision of the leadership. So I would personally like to thank our Executive Director, Andrea Dempster-Chung, for the vision of Kingston Creative, of the Culture app, Deputy Director Janet Crick. Of course, I think Janet is on the call. Thank you so much for your leadership. Doris Gross, longstanding member of Kingston Creative, board member, and head of the Art District Pod. And of course, Alan Daisley, who is the chair of the board and co-founder of Kingston Creative. Thank you so much for your vision and for the work that you continue to do to elevate the lives of creatives. Of course, Tavia did an awesome job, as usual, of hosting our question and answer segment. So thank you, Tavia, for actually agreeing to do this. So really appreciate that. You did well, as usual. And of course, to everyone who came out to learn more about what Culture App is about, to learn about the features, we thank you so much. We thank you for your feedback, for your suggestions. They're truly appreciated. And remember, this is one phase in the development. Andrea has outlined the long-term vision. So we have started, but there is quite a bit of work left to do. So we thank you for coming on board, and we hope that you will continue with us. So thank you, everyone, for being here and for being a part of this journey. And with that, I will close our Culture Connect product launch session. If there are any further questions, if there are any further comments, suggestions, a number of email addresses have been shared in the chat. I encourage everyone to follow us on social media. By the way, I just need to tell you that there are a number of items coming up before we go. I think I have 1 minute. So we have Best Pitch Forward, which is another project under Createch. This will be happening November 24, where you will be able to view the live pitches. So follow along in order to see exactly how it is that you can join and view that event. The deadline for pitches, I don't know if anybody on the call will be submitting a pitch deck, but the deadline is today, so you still have some time. Reminder that the art walk is the last Sunday of every month, and the one for November will be youth and art. So you're encouraged to come out. And again, I am encouraging everyone to follow us on social media to find out updates about Kulcha Connect as well as Kingston Creative in general. So thank you, everyone, and do have a great rest of the day.